should. That's true. I should welcome those of you that are here. If anyone, I'm seeing a big fat zero, and that's okay. So we're here, coming back to an old friend, the Horizon, and we've got a new face with us, Uriah. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Max just turned off his camera. I'm not going to read too much into it. He's here, and then Phil is here, and we're going to have to spend a little bit of time talking about this game again before we get right back into it. So this might be, I guess, the third session zero. Phil, you're saying? I mean, we just can't. I don't know why. We just love the world building aspect, I suppose. Is what it is. But yeah. So welcome. Thanks for joining.
I realized I was muted.
Phil is no longer muted.
Did we do a session? Did we do the second session zero for Eli Voss?
Yeah, I think so.
Or was it that?
Yeah, y'all did it right before. I actually just watched that episode. Y'all did it right before, like, session 10.
Was he only around for 3 sessions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Basically, when we have like a new big arc, right, with new characters being introduced. There's a. I have to get up fast again. Like I have like cat tension building up.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yep, no problem.
Gang warfare.
Got to fight him off with your penis this time.
Exactly. Well, you know.
Sorry, audience.
I mean, it's not made for kids.
Thanks for that.
Still.
I'm sorry.
If my nieces and nephews are watching,
I apologize.
Shame on you.
I should have waited the 8 minutes, or what is it?
I have no idea.
30 seconds or something.
So a little bit of here's what's on the agenda for today. We're gonna spend a little bit of time just making sure everyone's clear on system. Anything we have to address there, we'll address it now. We're going to spend more time talking about setting, where we're going to start, and we'll spend some time on character, and because we're going to be introducing possibly 2 new characters, maybe 3. And aside from that, I think we'll just talk a little bit about
maybe 5.
Maybe 5, yeah. But we're going to hopefully add a whole bunch of players to this.
Who knows?
Yep. See how it goes.
Yeah.
So with that, I think we should let me turn off the jazz. I don't know if it's even playing.
I just wanted to make clear that my previous comment was an inside joke. It wasn't just random.
Oh, okay, yes, of course.
Nonsense.
Sorry
again. Anyways, I'm doing a Gene Hackman thing. And I promised Max that my character this time wouldn't force a 3-episode arc on it. He's like, you introduced a character, and now I have to do whatever the hell you're doing. I was like, that's fair. That's
it doesn't have to be like the Alan show, right? That's the thing too.
Speaking of which, where shall we begin?
Yeah, that was
step 1.
Yeah.
Now, I just for your benefit, gentlemen, I've grabbed a few assets just to get the creative imagination going. We had talked a little bit about starting in the hood system, Tuck 5, Tuck 4. So I grabbed a few planets that caught my fancy.
Yeah, it's 5.
Starting with this one. And here's my thought. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start there, or do you want to start somewhere else?
All right. My opinion on that is that I wanted to explore. Like for me, it was interesting to explore Alan's home world. Right. He just came here with the body of Brick. That was like a big thing, a big goal that he had. We don't have to do the whole fucking funeral thing. Maybe we can pick up right after that. Or maybe funeral is a good place to meet some new characters, right? A new crew, in a sense. Old friend that show up from nowhere for some reason.
The wake, maybe.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
I guess Brick was very like Irish coded. And your new character is as well, I guess.
Well, he's basically not your dad.
Yeah.
So I suppose
He's
Before we
probably not your dad. Just he
He's
might
very
be
well,
your dad. It's a question mark.
So
Who knows?
so that's Max, I appreciate you saying that. So kind of starting up, this is assuming then that you will take up Alan again as your character. Is that your preference?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay.
Do you even consider not taking Alan as your character?
I could not take Alan and do a new character.
I'm not asking you to consider. I'm asking if you did consider.
I did, but like if we go back to this world, I still have unresolved thing with this guy. You might, going back to an old character that I like, Crispy's probably gonna kill him in the first fucking session.
I have been known to be a little brutal.
That's fine.
Okay, so that's Max. Max, you're thinking let's start up with Alan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at
That's
this
cool.
guy. Look at this old guy.
This fellow.
That is going to inform where we start and a little bit of the premise of what's going to, what are we starting with? Let's talk a little bit about the hood system. Now, the hood system, as you envisioned it, Max, can you give us a few descriptors of the system itself?
Well, it was me and Phil. We talked about it because both Brick and him was back from there, and we say like it's kind of like post-industrial world, right? It used to be like an industrial hub, somewhat wealthy, but that has been falling on a hard time. The industry went away, and now it's kind of like a decaying world in a sense. We thought like maybe it's the one that have like a more like a Blade Runner kind of vibe, right?
Yeah, the Detroit, except less.
Exactly.
More cyberpunk, less.
Urban
terrible. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, my new character will be from there. So.
Okay. Here's some thoughts. That was my understanding too, that this was going to be the hood system is run by criminal cabals now, is basically what it is. Is that or is it still? Is it still
like
corporate interests, but they're falling on hard times. They're barely making ends meet. Their margins are all compressed. What are you thinking on that?
It's probably a mix of both.
Yeah, I was thinking like a series of weaker powers kind of vying for control. Some official, some underworld.
Yeah. So and the corporation are probably like very corrupt as well. Like they're probably like linked to the criminal underworld.
I had this thought. Can I run a thought by you on this? Just in my own mind, as I was driving 9 hours today, I was thinking about because that was my understanding too, is that the hood system it's fallen very far from its days of glory. And it was an industrial system that is no longer profitable. We had mentioned, we'd kind of thrown it out there that there was a new type of fuel. There was thorium, I think 8, and that was the new one. And the old one was
375 and 395.
So what do you think about this? What if the hood system in its heyday was producing like through mining efforts or heavy industrial efforts, it was producing the catalyst that allowed the refining of the old type of thorium. And now, because someone had said, hey, someone's going to be mad that we had converted the ship over to the new fuel. I think you had said that, Phil.
So the premise for my guy is he is at one point had possession of the Horizon, and he had it when Alan took it. But he wasn't like too upset about it. It's probably, we were thinking, brainstorming some ideas there, like some criminal organization was about to take it from him, so he was like, why don't you take it and get out of here, because I'll just stay here, I'm good, I'll figure it out. And then so that's why I was fine with him taking it. And so I was thinking like he left with that. I think it's 375 and 395. I don't remember. Do you guys remember what exactly it was?
I'll look it up.
That sounds right.
Anyways, so I was thinking that my character Frankie Pockets would be real upset with Alan because he switched over to the newer 395.
It's
178.
thorium 178 and thorium 198, with 198 being the
198.
newer fuel.
Yeah.
I know it was 7 and 9.
Yeah.
But 178, 198.
And AM3 for the
And
jump
the M3.
fuel.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's kind of a cool thing. If 178 was like a almost like the byproduct or lifeblood of the hood system, that's an interesting twist to it.
Just kind of
Is
move
it the whole
beyond
wood
that.
system, or is it like specifically Tuck 5?
Well,
Is it the
the-
whole
I think
wood
it could be
system?
Tuck 5 specifically, and then beyond that,
yeah,
there's
a whole
maybe a
system is just-
cascading effect. Like, so Tuck 5 was the economic engine, and now it's no longer there, and so now there's just
Yeah.
not.
But yeah, basically when 178 goes obsolete, it just like blows away a bunch of assets that's on Tuck 5. Or at least devalues them a lot. Irreparable economic damage to the system or to the planet. That sounds
So
cool.
this is going to be more depending on where the adventure takes us. Are you envisioning this more of a space gallivanting around like it was before, or is this going to be more planet bound?
That's a good question, because what is Alan's goal right now? Like he's almost goalless when he turns over the body.
It's almost goal. Yeah, now he's kind of like out of goal. Maybe like, but now also like he's losing Evelyn.
Yeah, but yeah.
So probably his goal is to put together a new crew.
But for what? Just to have the freedom of the ship.
Yeah.
Basically,
Maybe he wants to get as far away from his home as possible. Like he's running away from the memory of Brick.
I would also could see that he might want to stay there for a little while. If we want like some adventure, like some session on Tuck 5 and explore the world, right? Like not just like because I think like what's interesting in this like spacefaring thing is that you can see different world, but I think it's good also if you have time to explore those different world. Like if you just like jump too quickly from one to the other, like it's always very much on surface, right?
Yeah, especially
it's like, what's the point of that?
Like Huck 5.
Yeah.
It's very significant world to the story.
Yeah.
We had also talked a little bit about having the now when we first launched into this Horizon setting, we discussed doing something that we just never did, and that's on me, of course, which was it was supposed to initially be more of a salvage game, and you're out looking for salvage and collecting salvage and doing that sort of thing, and it never materialized.
Well, we're supposed to do like a bunch of odd job, right? Like bounty hunting and stuff like that.
Was part of it.
And salvaging, like kind of do any job you can put your hand on. And the idea also with that was like it'd be like easy to get new people in for a specific job. It'd be easy we get to a new system, like basically like look at that quest board, basically, right? And then pick something from there. It didn't end up like that because we first because also like Brick and Alan were kind of asshole that didn't work well with anybody.
Barely each other for most of the time.
No, they were a good team. Come on.
We had talked though about doing some more like a bounty hunters. We've talked about that. Is that still the interest?
Definitely as a separate game at minimum, I would, because we've talked about doing bounty hunters like that for a while now.
Yeah. We also like definitely fell into the We also definitely fell like into the more criminal side of thing, I guess. That's also a thing. Like working with the law didn't seem to be our thing.
It's because it's mostly like corporate PMC.
Yeah, I guess.
That we were fighting up against. But if I just pull on the Detroit thread a little bit, so when all the assets go to zero, maybe there's some sort of like as just an optional turn of the universe. Maybe you've already thought about this, Crispy, but maybe the established companies there kind of have to go bankrupt and like sell all their assets off, and then maybe Solaris picks up, like buys out a lot of these like older companies, and maybe that could be, Alan finds out Solaris has got a foothold on Huck now. Maybe that's like that could potentially be like a driver.
Yeah.
I
That'd
don't
be
know
cool.
if that's my place to say that stuff, but
I mean, it could be a new entity as well. And as these the interests in Hook, or sorry, not Tuck, in Tuck 5 especially, if they're sold off to satisfy creditors, it could be other, like it's essentially the planet now is just being stripped down for whatever metals are still valuable enough.
Tuck 5 is the moon, by the way.
Yeah, so I have this image for Tuck 5, which I was trying to go for that kind of mining.
AI's doing us dirty here, I think. I don't know, Crispy.
So I also had these things. I thought this was interesting. Maybe it's a moon that's tidally locked. So one side perpetually in darkness, the other in perpetual sunlight, with a narrow band down the middle. And I also had this one too. So I was like, yeah, I kind of liked these.
So you live. I like the idea of like kind of living in a twilight band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have like all that wasteland area. That's like a good spot for smugglers to meet, or dark side,
or where the thing was mined, the thorium was mined.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then you have like the on the one in the sun side where it's very hot. You have to go there like super protected, and then they would refine it in the other wasteland on the other side where it's super cold again, right? Like, maybe there's something.
And my thought was that. My thought was that thorium wasn't made here, but merely the catalyst that allows it to be refined. Like it's a key reagent.
Yeah, it's like the lead in gasoline.
Exactly. So like exactly. And so now we've gone from leaded to unleaded, and it doesn't. We just don't need that reagent anymore. Like I mean,
it could be. Also, like if it's a moon that is mostly like, they would probably still like sometime like where the moon goes, the planet of the moon, the shadow of the planet, and kind of give an actual night.
That's so interesting. Yeah, that's what it's like. How do you stay locked with the star while you're a moon? That kind of crazy.
Well, because the rotation on its axis is like synchronized with the rotation.
It'd be synchronized. Yeah.
In a weird way, I guess. I don't know if it's an astronomical.
But it would like go. It would go like this. It would like be a sine wave of rotation almost. Which would be really weird.
Yeah. Maybe it's something that shouldn't, under Newtonian physics, should not exist, and yet does.
Some weird sine wave.
Non-Euclidean.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a result of like a gate malfunction, like disrupting space time, and now there's this like resonance frequency ripping through everything.
Or just like maybe like some gravitational like kind of anomaly between the planet and the moon. You know, like it's unevenly weighted for some reason.
So I heard. First of all, we all know the moon's not real, but I heard a good scientific explanation for why you always see the same side of the moon.
Yeah.
Where it's basically like it's not a sphere. And so like it's almost like a drop of water. It's like if you were to the gravity makes the fat part of the water point toward down. So that's why it's always looking at you, because it's like the fat part of the moon is like pulled towards the earth.
It's like having a string tied off and you're going around.
Cool.
The front of the string is always facing you.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that is happening, but it's happening to the star. I don't know if that would happen to the star.
It'd be interesting.
Like it's almost like not affected.
Yeah.
You think it would be orbiting the star though in that situation? So I don't know.
Yeah.
How populated is this system?
I think it should be fairly populated. Okay. Like I want it to be like somewhat urban, right? And it used to be like somewhat wealthy and developed, right? Like, you know, like we say like Detroit. I think Detroit is a good example.
So it's still urban, but people are trying to get out.
Well, the band, if you have a strictly on that Twilight band, then you really have to like build up, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like
Okay.
super metropolis on this like band of the planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be kinda
Big
cool.
trains.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
'Cause I love
trains.
trains. You know?
Finally, trains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you
Um,
recommend that? I don't
What
understand.
about
It's like you just
I'm
hate
trying
yourself.
I'm trying
You're just
to
trying to
break
flagellate
character.
yourself constantly.
so we're
Yeah.
we're saying it's heavily populated still. So this is very urban.
Yeah.
What
There-
about
there's
the
a lot of-
system
there's a lot
itself?
of
Like this is
place-
just this is the economic engine. What about other are there other planets? Are there
Yes.
there
I know
many
there's a planet
planets?
that is called like it's been established that there's a planet that's called Alanadale,
Mhm.
which Alan is named after.
Okay.
Is that a Robin Hood reference?
All the planets in the Wood system are named
Well, I
after
don't know what
Robin Hood's character.
Alanadale is.
Ah,
You don't know the character?
hence the name.
No.
Hence
Yeah.
the name, the Hood system. That's smart.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
and
probably like a little
everything's-
John planet and some shit like
Everything's a
Little
reference
John?
of it.
We could
Mm.
say Little John is like the gas giant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Can we have? I mean, what's
The co-
Marion? What's made?
The Costner Nebula.
Yeah,
Little John is gas
I don't
giant.
we
think
should, that should be.
It's about the movie or
Yeah, it's just Prince
there's
of Thieves.
a
Like,
Marion.
I don't like
There's some
everything.
kind of Marion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a belt.
yeah, it's an
Marion.
And
asteroid.
then you
belt.
got Will Scarlet. Should be a thing.
Yeah.
You've also got Nottingham or the
Mhm.
sheriff. The sheriff. That'd be a better name. Okay.
For the asteroid belt.
Either. Yeah. Sure.
I think the sheriff
Well-
John.
could be like
Could be
like
the
maybe
star.
a comet.
Yeah, well, I mean, Star, that makes most sense. I mean, that's probably more contemporary because when I think Sheriff Star, I think like cowboy.
Oh, but is it like I think like the star should be like a hood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So like
because it's named after the system. Yeah.
the star
Yeah.
is hood.
There
Okay.
should be like there should be
think-
like there should be like a planet that's just water
hmm
called John Lackland.
What about the prince? Or
That's
the
John
king.
Lackland.
Prince John is in Prince of Thieves. So
Yeah. He's in the story of Robin Hood.
but what about Lionheart or Richard?
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna have Lion
Mm.
or Richard.
That's a comet that visit
I was thinking
Yeah.
Sheriff would be a cool comet because it's kind of like guarding.
Oh, yeah.
That omen, you know. What I
Yeah.
mean?
but the
Okay.
shirt, yeah. All right.
But I don't know.
But
The
the old shtick is like the guy that founded the system was obsessed with the story.
Just really loved Robin Hood.
Yeah.
It is just like it sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as
And then-
it's
and
as
then, like-
thin as it sounds.
Yeah, and the way the system developed, like, has nothing to do, right? It's not like Robin Hood team, like because, because the people living there are not just
Yeah.
the same kind of weirdo. They're just like it's a fun fact, some trivia that some people
Yeah.
can know.
It's just
Mm.
some
Most of them
idiot
don't
settler.
care.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Just some idiot settler that showed up and was like, "Let's
That made
go
a bunch of
everything."
stuff.
else."
Yeah. there's probably like some object too that have been named later on, and like people didn't get the shtick right, and they
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's like when I in the town I grew up, like they made this neighborhood all named after painter, and at some point they added a new street that would go off of the Adam Street, and the people voted Eve because of Adam and Eve, and it just like broke the whole theme
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
neighborhood. So there's probably something to like that happened at some point.
Of course. All right.
So it should
So
be broken.
all
Should
right.
it be broken in our game?
It ruined
I mean,
the
it could
game.
be.
That's what I'm saying. Like planetary bodies and celestial bodies should keep the naming convention, but things
Yeah.
like space stations,
Yeah, space station, but like
that's
there-
going to be a
there'll
more
like,
modern addition to the.
there's
Sure.
probably like some people like that said, oh, we should keep with the team of the founder and stuff like that. So people say,
Yeah.
fuck that shit.
Yeah.
There's probably like some
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry, Coca-Cola is paying me
just making some notes.
billions to name it
Yeah.
the Coke station or something.
Yeah, well, it's like you could treat it like sports arenas,
That's
how
what I was
they've gone from
Yeah.
how they've gone
Staples Center.
from yeah they're just sponsored by
Yeah.
Carl's Jr.
That's right. Yep. Naming. naming rights.
Space station is Carl's. We should have the Solaris. Yeah, we could have the Solaris space station.
Solaris. Where's the was the oh yeah, that's the
Isn't Solaris
Yeah,
the
the-
big one and
well
Solaris
there's
Logistics
there's also like the
the genetic
Prime.
one?
I'm just
Oh,
looking it
yeah.
up. I got
Oh,
all
the
my notes here.
Bezos. We said
Yeah,
that
Bezos
was
is them, yeah.
So Mercury Dynamics is the
Mercury
biotech firm.
Dynamics is the
That's
Yeah.
in Bezos system, one of
Yeah.
several.
Yeah.
It's a subsidiary of Solaris.
Yeah.
though.
Is it?
No,
Oh.
they had a joint venture.
Oh,
Okay.
Solaris was providing transportation to an alien vessel, which Mercury Dynamics was using for some of their biotech.
Just like Amazon is a book company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a transportation company.
That's according to my notes.
Okay.
Okay.
what was it like the PAID, right?
Mhm.
They work for it was the Prime Anomaly Investigation Department.
That's correct. But they're from the
Oh,
central
yeah.
core, like they're from the core systems.
I thought they were from Bezos too.
Well, they were dispatched to Bezos, I
Oh.
believe, or maybe you were in. Maybe I'm misremembering that. It's possible that you were there.
We were
Just
dispatched somewhere else, but I think we came from some place random.
Yes.
Mm.
Um,
I don't remember.
I'm looking it
start.
up here. Okay.
Because because Bezos is like one of the big world in the core center that is like very industrialized, like kind of like the economic center from what
It is. Yeah.
I figure, right?
Okay. So back to our startup here. We were going to lean a little more into the cyberpunk kind of feel. Is that what I'm hearing?
So, yeah, for sure, right? I like
But,
the
like,
idea of that kind of maybe like a soft version of like
Mhm.
Warhammer 40K's Hive cities, where you have like shittier ground level
Yeah.
and like
Okay.
better.
I was
upper level.
seeing it like the Blade Runner movie,
Yeah.
Mhm.
not like not full hog, like like the video game Cyberpunk 2077. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Softer
Less-
cyberpunk. Not so
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
neon and glitter, but more the grime and grit.
Got it. Okay.
like I think it should. What?
Just that I agree. I like the noir
Huh.
feel of
It should feel like a place like where people live, right? Like normal
Mhm.
people live. That for me, that's the because
yeah.
so far
I
we didn't go too cartoonish, except for the first system with the cowboy.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know what he's talking about, Crispy.
It's about to get way worse. I promise you. I'm just kidding.
it was late ticked a bit.
Mm.
Okay.
But, but that's
Disagree,
that's
Max.
that's my personal bias, right?
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
like, that's one of the reasons I will never move to Texas, probably.
I love
It's
Texas.
a lot of hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I want to be able to take people seriously.
There
Maybe
has been some
mistrusted.
talk about starting timeline wise. So one suggestion that's already been mentioned, we should just revisit it. I think. How proximate do we start this to Alan's return? Is it within weeks, months? What is
I
it?
would say maybe a month.
Mm.
Let's not throw away the idea of it being the moment
Yeah.
you like land in system, because that's kind of cool. Like
Well,
when
if
you're
we do-
coming home,
Yes, I
like,
agree.
where do you land? Who do you contact first? Like those are kind of cool decisions I wouldn't mind seeing, but you could skip it.
It would take time, right? Like I would have seen that like like the because like it wouldn't be very action oriented. Like it would be like
Mm.
the meeting with Brick's wife. Like
Yeah.
that's a drama that would be interesting to see, but I don't mind if we skip it now because like if
How
we
much-
bring more people.
How much do you want to play Brick's wife, Crispy? How much do you want to play bricks?
I mean, I'll start wherever. My
Yeah.
preference is to start with conflict. So whatever that conflict is, we can decide that now. My preference would be to start with that. So there's immediately something that is more or less pressing that involves all three of you. So
I'm not hot on that idea.
no,
that we
because
like having a meeting the new crew out of screen. I'm not a big fan of that.
no. I'm not saying meeting the new crew
Oh, yeah.
off screen. I'm just saying conflict. So
Yeah.
whatever the conflict could be that somehow involves the three of you, that doesn't necessarily mean that we start having hand waved, okay, now you're a party again, or now you're back on the ship, or whatever it may be. So I'd rather start with some kind of conflict that draws you
I
all
think what
in.
that would be.
I
guess it would have to be like separate from everyone, like
we
a
have
planet-based
Could be
conflict.
external.
Or...
Could be, but we also have like a lot of like. I like to go smaller scale too. To be honest, I like to go more personal. We have a lot of like a loose end, right? Like with the now it's gonna be brick
I agree.
funerals, coming back to my own
Evelyn.
world with this ship that is Evelyn. Evelyn can be gone by the time we start, right?
How dare you?
Or maybe
You
we
fade to
can have
black
like
one time and you're kicking around the game.
well, I got what I wanted.
There he goes. Let's talk a little bit, Uriah, about your character concept. Maybe that'll give us some ideas as this, or it'll trigger some ideas for conflicts that I can then start this off with.
Sure. Yeah. So my character idea that I had, his name is Red, and of course that's an acronym that stands for something else. But he's basically an android that was a part of like one of those kitschy Wild West attractions, kind of the ones that you go to, like go on vacation to go see or whatever. He was one of the gunslinger bots that they had there. They had these really nice high-tech androids that did all the gunslinger shows and showed off for all the kids and stuff. It was kind of like a roaming around thing. And then when the attraction went under, they're like, okay, we're just going to disassemble all the bots. And he's like, nope. And got out of Dodge and kind of
what's the relationship with the founding? Like, so you said Android, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is 100% synthetic, or is this is there a biological component that was housed in the android body?
I want to say 100%
cyborg.
Right.
100% synthetic. Okay.
Yeah. That's my thought.
But rogue, right?
Mm-hmm.
You fled.
Or is it something that we know for sure? Do you think?
Maybe not.
Is there some mystery there?
Could be
maybe.
Some mystery.
Do you know how you've been made?
I would say so. The kind of the idea that I had is his programming. He sort of, and this, we may get into the weeds as far as like clown shoes go, but his programming, he interprets everything through kind of the Wild West lens. So he's not thinking about like, his slug blasters. That's just his sidearm. Spaceships. They're just big covered wagons to him. So he may not entirely understand his circumstances, but like he's well aware that like his skeleton is made out of metal, and he gets shot and it doesn't, he's not bleeding red, he's bleeding some other color.
He knows he's synthetic.
Yes. Yeah.
So what?
I'm sorry. Are you saying he doesn't know when he's in a spaceship? He thinks he's in some sort of wagon.
I hear it as more he just contextualizes it within a reference frame of like. But my question for you, Uriah, then is that there's what is there, if that is his programming, that would limit the scope of his understanding of the broader universe,
Are you an idiot?
What is in that programming that's allowed him to break free as the attraction went under? I'm picturing kind of a Westworld type thing where
Sure.
maybe this is a very expensive thing, and when in its heyday, while Hood System was awash in cash and economic activity, it was an attraction of some fame, of some notoriety, and now that's no longer the case. Something has to, like, within Red, he or it knows that he's going to be either decommissioned, or he has a motivation. What's his motivation outside of staying turned on? In the sense, not in that sense. No, don't say that. So
no comment. So the way that I kind of thought about it is like, if we're talking about like, corporations kind of butting heads, or like criminal underworld type stuff, maybe somebody sabotaged the computers, and that sort of like they injected a virus into, if we want to lean really into the Westworld type of thing, and a virus was injected into the computer system, and that sort of broke that part of Red's programming in order to make him, essentially
more self-aware.
sentient.
Yeah,
more self-aware.
Okay.
Yeah, and now it's one of those things where he's trying to find his purpose. Like he still has all of the, sort of the entertainment protocol. He knows that he can make money doing that. Kind of doing stuff on more sideshow. Yeah, things of that sort. I had an idea for me and Phil, and I know you've been thinking a lot about Frankie Pockets and kind of that whole, kind of his whole background. But if what I remember is correct, Phil, you said that Frankie's kind of gist was that of more like a used car salesman, or like a junkyard sort of guy.
He is running a junkyard.
Okay.
Scrap shop for sure.
Gotcha. Well, my brain immediately goes to all of the sort of gimmicks that a lot of these places have, in advertising and stuff like that. I think of like all the used car lots that have, Big Buddy Eddie they got some mascot or whatever. So I could be like basically a mascot. Like I'm kind of you kind of bring me around, or you're using me for whatever purposes, and I could also double as like your protection, like I'm your kind of your muscle, so to speak.
Yeah.
So you'd already be established together. That could work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That would be helpful to me, to have a protector bot.
Cool.
It's solve a love issue too, right? Just like
sure.
My
other
for a while.
Right. My other idea was like, I'm coming to your junkyard to look for parts. Like I have something broken on me or something, and I have to find some unit. That was kind of my other idea.
Yeah. My guy is actually not super mechanically inclined, but he is a hacker and always know, like, the other thing he has is he can always find a part that'll work.
Gotcha.
Like it's like something that'll work in a pinch. That's kind of his thing.
Okay. Sure. So you can jury rig something to make it work. Okay.
So he could definitely have stolen you. Like,
yeah,
you came by for a part and he's like, oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about
you're my slave now.
What about, okay, I have an idea there. And I'm not involved in that, so you feel free to give me your thought, right? But I'm thinking about that, about what Raya and Phil is saying there. What if you're like part of your programming, right? You had this chip that limited your worldview to those Western stuff because they didn't want to break character, right? You're kind of semi-sentient, stuff like that, but you have like those hard luck. And Pockets, Frankie Pockets.
Yeah.
You went to see him to help break off of that, so you can like kind of like
Ooh.
become more your
Yeah.
own person.
Yeah.
And you didn't have any money because you just ran away, and now you're paying off your debt by working for him.
Sure.
What do you
I
think,
dig
Phil?
that.
Does that work with your character?
So he's coming to me to break this Western conditioning. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, essentially taking the restraining codes off.
Mhm. So it could
Or
be like
whatever.
it could be like looking, because I've spent so much time in this set piece of the Wild West, I finally get out into the real world and it all looks so different. I'm like, the brain is contextualizing it as these things, but there's something inside that says this isn't matching up. Like, what's this? What's the word?
Like
Cognitive dissonance.
getting
There it is.
dissonance.
Yeah.
And you kind of realize that it makes you not really functional in the real world.
Yeah.
You're always gonna be like seen. Yeah.
Okay, guys, if we say that that's highly illegal for Frankie to do, like there's maybe some.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got to
Mm.
break like all kinds of reverse engineering laws and
Sure. Yeah.
break through
Like we could say that
encryption.
essentially an unlocked Android is highly illegal.
Patented intelligence code
Mhm.
that I got to get through and learn about.
But of course, it's hood, so like it's the criminality is some kind of.
I'm old. I need someone to shoot criminals for
Yeah.
me. That's the more pressing issue for me.
Right.
Than
Can Red pass himself off as human?
It is pretty obvious. I'd say with a good trench coat, he probably could. I mean, he's got some exposed robotics on his face.
He's clearly more. He looks more human than the guys from Eberlein.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too. Just looking at the character portrait. Okay.
So you could call it. I don't know what Eberlein guys were using. Was it a power armor?
It was just assisted armor.
And then whatever the hell.
Although Divot was like telefactoring into the armor. He wasn't even in the armor. He was just using it as an avatar. But this raises an interesting question. Is there in Hood, would there be bounties on androids? Like I'm thinking of Blade Runners, right?
Probably like not the motivation. Like they probably do it if there's another reason for it. Like, if you piss them off and they want to go after you or some shit like that.
He killed his masters or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could also be like
the creditors of that Wild West attraction are like, you know what?
Sure.
We expect all these androids and there's one missing. We want him back.
Maybe he was part of a pilot program and it's like a lot of R&D went into it.
Well, I'm like, this is maybe the androids themselves, just like the human resources of any corporation is going to be one of the most expensive things that the corporation has.
Yeah.
So a missing android is a big deal, especially one as sophisticated as Red, potentially.
And
maybe
of course,
maybe the creditors themselves for this are a little seedy themselves. Like like they were backed by criminals.
But also, was that this amusement park on Hood itself?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't think it's on Hood.
Well,
I don't think it has to be. I don't think it has to be.
No, that's probably where your hiding place. You probably you probably like jump in this first cargo ship you can sneak up on. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Did you have an idea for that, Uriah? Because I have.
Well, I didn't even consider starting on Hood, so I'm cool with me not being from there originally. I sort of envisioned the attraction being on like its own little satellite, like
that's what I was thinking, like
orbiting
like
asteroid or like a moon or something that was terraformed.
Moving, like a roaming kind of like a
sure,
attraction.
kind of like a carnival.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
go into Hood. They
What?
wouldn't go into Hood.
They wouldn't go in the
But
hood.
I would say that's why he's here, because they're not
But
going
also, but also like now, like they're shutting off, right?
yeah.
What about? Okay, I have an idea. What about if when they shut off, at some point you snuck yourself into like a scrap
Yeah.
cargo that they sell scrap and they send to wood, and
You
that's
know what
how
he
Sure.
could-
Yeah.
You know what he's capable of is mailing himself.
Yeah.
Sure, you
Yes.
can.
He could mail himself to the Hood system.
Or like I think where Max is going with this is that
Passing himself as scrap, right?
he's
Mm.
just
Broke
sold as
down.
general scrap as that ship, this massive ship that contained the Wild West attraction goes bankrupt, and then creditors come in, they seize everything, they sell the scrap for whatever they can, and he sneaks on to one of these scrap shipments that finds its way to Hood.
I like the idea that there's the threat that he could be returned to the park.
Yeah.
It's interesting if that attraction is just under new management.
Sure.
And
that honestly, that would make more sense.
Okay.
For it to be, because I mean, in any sort of conglomeration or like overtaking, there's kind of this washing out of the old regime
Sure.
as the new things are being set up. It's like the new and improved or something like that. That makes sense.
Yeah, but then they realize that you represent like a huge investment asset.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where's this thing? Where's red? What is red?
Is it too much to say that I'm like a prototype or like the first run of something? Would that be too
no, not at all. I think that
convenient?
I also think that there should be, maybe not, but potentially like you are actually some sort of like DARPA-esque program where
that's what I was
you're
going
really
with.
becoming like a super soldier.
Well,
like
sure.
modeling out, like,
that's where I was going with it.
Yeah. That's cool.
This is
like
more
it's like subterfuge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like perhaps, and I don't want to give too much away, but perhaps the development of Red was using a program that had been long shelved or what have you, that was a DARPA-like thing, and perhaps using some technology that is very black, not widely known, potentially very dangerous.
And now I'm over here like fiddling with it. Yeah, I'll get this Western shit out of your head.
Yeah.
Sure, let me just remove all of this restraining software.
Yeah.
It'll be
And
fine.
maybe I do it one night and he like almost kills me. And I'm like, yeah. And then I pretend I'm doing it from then on. It's like, yeah, I'm totally removing that for sure.
And perhaps the new management, when they're downloading all the data cores and they're going through all of this, they come across this, hey, wait a second, there's a lot more to this particular model than the rest.
Right.
And we
So
need
I was
it
about
back.
to say that, what if the new management, they had other reason than economic to get rid of the Android, right? Just like
they're just trying to they're trying to whitewash it. They're just trying to like, hey, we were creditors, we had financed this. We can't afford to have any of this out in the open, just in case others figure out what we were doing.
Or what if the carnival has been taken over by like maybe like some kind of religious zealot that are very against Android, and they want to like, destroy them and replace them with the actual human actor.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah.
Like
He's
that. I don't
taking
know,
their
that's a strange
jobs.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It
And
could
now, like,
be.
If
and
we do
maybe
the
I like the idea that they find out also like that there was more, and they're like they're upset because like, oh, we missed one that we didn't get to destroy, and we're motivated to do that. But now also we figure out there's more to it than we thought.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm just
That's like 5 things.
yeah.
Five things at once. It'll be
I would say
what was that movie?
Before you do just I think one droid isn't good. I would have 3 reds minimum. Like, and they're just kind of indifferent.
In your possession?
Maybe one of them is like in
They're
possession.
in the wild.
No, yeah.
They're in the
There's
wild,
Yeah.
and they're not identical.
Maybe the corporation still has one, right?
They
yeah,
could.
like the
and
idea,
they're
like
using that
that
one
killer
to try to
assassin.
find the others.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's like
alien
a
But you know, like
Terminator
I'm
thing.
throwing a lot of stuff there, but I also like a lot of it can be like uncertain or unknown or stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? It's like
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
It
what
could-
would Red know? Red would
Right,
only
yeah.
know.
Red knows that he's on a wagon.
Mm.
He
Yeah.
doesn't know anything.
I'm on a big steel wagon. I like a steel horse there, sir.
Okay.
Another
right.
thing I want
Wait,
to. Another thing I
wait.
want to. Another thing I wanted to ask real quick. I, and you know, this is kind of up to the group, but I have the means to sort of add effects to my voice. I had this idea where if I get hurt, you know, if I take too many strikes, my voice starts to sound like this,
Sure.
like as though my vocal, you know, my vocal box was like my voice module was getting damaged or something.
Right. Your synthetic nature becomes more
Yeah.
obvious as you're injured.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the truth,
Sounds
I'm not
great.
a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it
Mm.
personally because like sometime with us playing in the internet stuff like that, it might as difficult like for us as player to understand, and it's gonna be like unless
Sure.
you can do it like just
That's
when you're
fair.
speaking in character
Yeah.
and like
Well, I
really
mean-
saying like what you're doing, like because,
And that would be, of course, that would be what I do. Like, of course,
Okay.
it would only be when I'm like down to one strike,
yeah.
and only when my character speaks. And I can actually like dial in, so I can turn it a little bit lower, turn it a little bit higher.
If it's only when the characters speak, it
Right,
doesn't bother me as much because
Yeah.
then like, well, if I misunderstood, then that's in
Yeah,
character
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like,
I think it's a
just don't want-
mistake.
What?
I don't
Think so?
we should do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Mainly because you have to remember to do it. And
Yeah.
then you're
That's
doing
fair.
it, and I'm like, oh, he's doing that thing. And then it kind
Yeah, yeah,
It's
it's a
tempting.
good immersion.
yeah. You'd be like, where is that noise coming from? Yeah,
Brain bandwidth. Maybe
Yeah.
That's
one
fair.
day we'll talk about
that's
that.
I
fair.
agree with Phil on that.
I don't
I'll side
mind.
with Phil on
My only thing is that because sometimes our internet connections will be
That's a good point.
not 100%, and so it might be something like, oh, is he got a bad connection, or is it
Yeah.
oh no, he's doing this thing.
How many strikes does he have?
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Yeah, now
mind it,
every
but
time your internet connection goes bad, I'll be like,
oh,
how many
he's
strikes
down to
does he
one
have?
strike.
Oh,
Um,
another health
there's
potion.
lots. There's a whole, like, there's a rich lots of source material I can take from Red's background now. I think that's
Yeah.
that's excellent.
And you know what?
We won't
I-
define
I thought-
anything at this point.
I thought the character was a bit clown-shoe and stuff like that, but I like where we brought it now. I think
Yeah,
now,
sweet.
you know, I think
Nice.
we really like wrapped it well in the world, linked it with another character.
It's just, and it's also like in a show. If this were a show, it is just clown shoes enough to get people like wondering why it's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
initially, and then you're like, oh, this is interesting. Because you learn.
Yeah.
Totally. Let's
is a
talk
cool
Frankie
way to do
Pockets
it.
next.
He's less interesting.
So we already know a little bit about him in that he's adept at finding practical solutions,
Mhm.
stopgap measures, cobbling together things to make it work.
He's got a scrapyard.
Owns a scrapyard. Okay.
He's let me see if I could pull up the oh, here it is. Boom. That's not it. Anyways, he's a bit of a sneak thief, so he's got a little pickpocketing to him.
Okay.
Which apparently I didn't realize, but Alan also has that. So I was thinking maybe potentially I taught him that.
Yeah.
And he is going to, I almost like don't want to give it away. Kind of want to keep it a secret a little. But he's very interested in getting off the world, not for a reason that's going to make it like so that we're on the run forever, but just because like he wants to. Do you want me to spill it? Should I spill the beans?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
No, but like, I think we should discuss, especially like because we clearly have history, you and I.
That's interesting. Yeah.
So I think maybe that's why, like I said, I find like the idea that you're the one that taught me how to do the pickpocket thing is interesting, and also like you had like Brick was the engineer. Maybe you also taught something to Brick, right? You taught me to pocket to, and then you know.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I mean, if I knew you,
yeah,
it's likely I knew Brick because you guys were womb brothers. And so probably if I'm
Yep.
your dad, then some implications
Mhm.
Yeah.
there too. No, I'm sorry. All
But
right,
you probably
so
because you're older too. You probably saw us growing up and like like
Mhm.
we're those little orphan getting into trouble and shit like that when we were young.
yeah, I
And
want my guy to kind of have like a respect for him, but he doesn't really respect like the blue collar. Like he's more of like a criminal
Mm.
scumbag type.
Yeah.
He kind of sees the way Brick went as being kind of a sucker
Mm.
to the system.
A
disappointed a
bum.
bit. But
Huh.
in the end, he kind of reforms.
In the end, I don't know. We'll see. But he
Wow.
wants to get on the horizon.
Yeah.
Get back on the pony.
Get back on the horizon. How did you get the ship?
I think
Won
we
it in a
decided
poker
he
game.
salvaged it,
Okay.
or he could have won it in a poker game. But yeah, just someone thought it wasn't worth as much, so he kind of like scammed someone to get it, and then he kind of fixed it up so it could work.
Mm-hmm. Are you the one that put the jump drive in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
because it's like an aftermarket. All the aftermarket shit
Yeah.
that got put in it is this guy. He might have also put the smuggler compartment in it.
Ooh.
Oh, probably yes. Yeah.
What's he gonna think about the coffee machine?
Yeah.
Where's my
Nice.
freaking
probably
coffee
gonna,
machine?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "Where's my coffee machine?" It was just like I was looking
Oh,
for
it's a
the
new one.
What's this
shitty
fancy
He wants
one?
the shitty one back.
Yeah.
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 What was
Why
wrong
are there
with
all
the
these
first one?
buttons?
The new one's gone. It got sucked out into space, right?
Oh, it did?
It got destroyed. I remember
It did,
that.
yeah.
Oh
I think
yeah.
it did.
But
Even more so. Where's my coffee
There
machine?
is no coffee machine on the horizon.
Okay. So for some reason, not yet disclosed.
If you want me,
Frankie-
I'll tell you, Crispy. But I'd rather.
Yeah,
just
that's
take it
fine. We
offline.
could take it offline. But Frankie wants to be back on the horizon, which is now back in the system, still being actively pursued by a few different interests, right? The horizon. It's an identified ship.
You're saying the horizon is not Frankie.
Yeah.
The
Frankie
horizon. The
shouldn't
ship
be
itself.
being pursued except for maybe a couple of guys. Maybe he like partners with like a tow company or something.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So like he might have some people's ships that he's holding in a sea.
Ooh. That's cool.
I don't know.
So
Maybe
he's
he's
got
got
kind of
in
an
the-
impound yard, sort of.
He's got like an
Yeah.
impound. He's got enough space to hold stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, I told Crispy, but I was thinking like he might have. I don't know if I should tell you, Mary. I'll tell you anyways because I told Crispy. Who cares? He's gonna have like a supply of AM3. He's gonna try and leverage that
Nice.
ticket on the horizon.
Makes sense, because if you didn't have a supply of AM3, why would you be installing jump drives? Like a retrofitted jump drive. It wouldn't make any sense.
He also is
he
going to
has-
have. Now, I want to hear what you think about this because we were talking. Me and Chris were talking. I said I wanted to have some salvaging module that I wanted to add to the horizon, but then Crispy said, "Ooh, it'd be cool if it was like a droid, if it was like a drone module." What do you think about drones for the horizon?
I don't know. We had drones from the start.
Yeah, we had personal drone, but now we're talking about like drones in space.
There
Like
was
an R2D2 sort of thing.
Nah, they fly around.
Okay.
A little more mobile than that.
They're gonna fly out and salvage parts.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And then bring it back to the horizon.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of having like a drone because that kind of lets you hide the horizon.
Get away.
Yeah.
And then like
It's
do
also like
reconnaissance.
it's also that you get away from like we can split from the ship, so you can have like independence of movement
Yeah.
while still being on the ship in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's a good. I think it's a good move.
I think so.
Something that just came to mind. What if the smuggling compartment wasn't a smuggling compartment, but was the hub that holds the drone?
Oh no, it's under a bed and shit like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Back to the ship. One thing that I think Phil, maybe you said this, Max. The ship was unarmed originally.
Yeah,
We wanted to
Still
change
is.
that.
I wanted to,
it's possible I could have weapons,
but
it's
also
not
is that
impossible.
maybe the drone is
We could have
know,
combat drones,
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
or maybe
well,
I
or
don't,
it's
and that could be something we acquire in the first session.
or it's a salvaging drone, but that can be used in some combat situation, right? You have to get close, and you have
here's
like this break down laser and shit like that.
Well,
Mhm.
But
here's
it's
yeah,
kind of
exactly.
separate.
You'd have like you could weaponize the salvage module, but what about this? What if the starting conflict is, Frankie, because you have that impound yard, or you're aware of it, or you get intel, maybe there is a more weaponized vessel that if you could quickly get there and salvage, you might be able to lift a weapon system or two from it before it
Yeah.
gets
That's
officially
probably like
impounded.
it's probably like quite iffy too to get like weapon on a ship, right? On a civilian ship.
hmm
It's probably gonna get you a lot of trouble. So it's probably need to be something like concealed,
It's just a
discreet.
very loose regulatory bodies in the hood system.
In the hood, yeah, but like when we go elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
It's
Something
probably
like the
I'm
difference-
thinking as like an initial where you can connect with me is because I have my salvage yard, you could potentially land the Horizon rent free.
Oh yeah.
Like at my yard. That could be
Yeah.
how you contact me initially. Because we didn't leave with bad blood. But
No.
the other hand, it might be I might want my ship back. So there
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
be some conflict there.
Because like the whatever reason that you told me to get it is not in the way anymore.
Yeah.
That got resolved.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna refer to it like my ship, like Lando Calrissian.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Your were you a smuggler when you were younger?
I'll say yes. I would say yeah. Illegal salvage, especially.
How old are you?
Snake in. Ooh, let's go with 65.
Okay. So you're about like maybe about like twice my age.
Yeah.
So we have a good generation between us.
Let's say I was around 32 when you were born.
Yeah.
But I watched you and Brick come out of the same womb.
It was an artificial womb.
That's
Yeah.
not canon,
Yeah.
by the way, for people at home.
Okay.
Dropped out of a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
When I cultivated you in my salvage yard bathtub. That's your story now.
An illegal womb, artificial
Yeah,
womb.
I have an illegal cloning operation going on.
You salvaged a medicine bay.
So Max,
You're actually a clone of me.
Oh,
That's
there
the
you go.
secret. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn into Gene Hackman as I grew up.
It's not good for you for the lung cancer. Just later on, just heads up.
So question for Max then. Given what we've talked about so far with Red and Frankie and the Horizon, have you given some thought to, because you had originally said we're not looking to jump system right away.
Yeah.
What would cause Alan to want to jump system?
How can Crispy force you?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
He's being
Probably a
hunted.
job.
He's being
I
hunted
guess-
by Solaris right now. The Horizon.
That I'd like to let cool off a bit. Like I want to
lay
be
low
more
for a bit?
proactive. I want to be more proactive. I don't want to just be on the run all the time, right? I don't want to be
Yeah.
pushed around by, like I'm tired of being pushed around by the plot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to be able to make decision like that, not only in a reactive manner, if I may say.
Should come to the salvage yard and get your ident chip swapped out properly.
Mm,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
yeah, that's a good idea. Alan, he wants to be free. He still want to get some job here and there because he need to make some money.
Yeah.
He doesn't like being pushed around, and so yeah, being like having the ident change out and letting the heat cool off and getting a more discreet, that'll be a motivation for him for sure. Now that brick situation is kind of resolved, I guess. If I can say it in that way.
How dare you?
And he would want to put together a new crew.
Okay.
So yeah, probably like going to the salvage yard because you know that Frankie could. It's a risky move because you know like it's kind of his ship. But if there's one guy that could do that it'd be him. Then he knows.
I'm a good contact for you.
Yeah, you're a good contact for me. And then I can tell you like that I'm looking to put together a new crew. And you say, well, I've been looking to get out of this truck.
Yeah.
You know, Alan is kind of easygoing.
I know that about you.
Yeah.
I know everything about it.
So swapping out the ship ID actually plays well with Frankie's kind of criminality and the removal of the restrictive programming of red.
Yeah.
But perhaps it's not so simple as just loading up a new operating system or flashing the. Maybe there's a little more to it than that.
That's something that has been established also before because like we had like this ship ID that was counterfeit.
Mm-hmm. Counterfeit. Yeah.
Counterfeit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It went from the what was it, the horizontal salsa or to the horizon.
What? I don't remember that.
Yeah, there was another name that had been shortened to horizon. It was something else. Horizontal something stupid. It was a stupid name before, right?
Yeah.
That has been shortened.
I gotta learn that because that's clearly the name I named it. Apparently.
But or that when you got it, like you got it, you already had this name. You're probably the one that shortened the name to the horizon before.
To the horizon. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But like it also like it's like, but when we'd go someplace, it was like, yeah, we have this ship with this new identity, but don't look too deep into it because there's some gap, right? So there's that as well, right? So you probably did it before. Now, like, well, if you could do it a little bit better this time or a little more thorough. Now you're older too, you get like more experience.
Okay.
So I definitely have real parts. So this is going to be easier doing it at my place than on the fly, you know. So like what do you think, Crispy? How hard is it to file off the serial numbers and wash the identity of the
my thinking is that it's going to require like it's not really a software issue, it's a hardware issue. And the ident chip is like an etched sapphire, so you have to get that from a different ship but perhaps a rival shipyard or some ship breakers, because I'm picturing Hood is kind of
I could steal it from a ship that I towed.
Yes, exactly. Or
and then
perhaps
give them
a
the
ship
Horizon.
matching description of the Horizon, but a different model,
That's
non-turbo, no jump drive.
We'd have to find another.
The problem is it's not through your
CX7
direct control. So, an initial conflict is, all right, we have to completely wipe out the ship ID, and it's not going to be so simple. It's going to require something that's a little more.
I like that. That's the first job. I think that's the first job. So like we have
from there it goes wherever it goes.
We have to find another version. I forget the random letters and numbers we apply to it, but
I have it here.
I have it written down somewhere too.
Yeah.
But there's another one of those somewhere. I probably know about it.
It's a collector.
Once I see one, I'm going to be like, oh, that looks like the Horizon. I missed that ship.
6-300.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they probably know about one. And then we just have to go in the night.
Is it on-world or is it off-world?
I would say on-world.
Okay.
But maybe with a complication.
Yeah.
On-world.
Maybe it could be...
that would give us like a little like on-planet adventure, explore, like Top 5.
Just a little jaunt.
What if I had to... Maybe it was like the people that wanted the Horizon, they have that one now. So like I have to double cross them again. to get the new
That's cool.
ship, and
I like the
swap out
idea
Horizon.
because we've always said that it was a collector's ship. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's either in someone's private collection
yeah,
or a
it's
museum.
secure. It's secure. Yeah,
Are you the
It's-
one that like give them this other ship?
that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I stole it for them originally.
Yeah.
Mm.
They kind of like they said, "Oh, well, you owe us a X
And that's
five
what
or whatever the
call
fuck it is."
Yeah.
600, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so you give them this ship, and then and now you're gonna double cross them, and we're gonna.
I go
swap
find
the-
like some bullshit reason to go tow the ship. And then
It's
make
time
up
for its
somebody's
monthly maintenance
loyalty.
checkup.
Yeah.
Check
then
out the
hand it
So-
over
systems.
to them.
My arrival kind of work well with you too, because I'm looking for a new crew, and you're looking for like you say, you know what, I can use it on that job, especially now with this ship.
Say that one more time. What job?
Now it doesn't make sense because like you wouldn't have that job if you would. Yeah, none of them.
No, I've already done it. So like I have to double cross the guys I double crossed.
Yeah, but now
already.
it's only something you need to do because the Horizon is back in your life.
The Horizon
Like
is
that.
back, and if we want to use
Yeah.
the Horizon, which
And now like I'm
I
telling you,
love
like,
the
well, I need a
Horizon.
new ID, and they say, well,
Mm.
I have an idea about that. Yeah,
we're
Okay.
gonna find this like super shiny badass version of the Horizon. Like, why aren't we taking this?
Yeah.
It doesn't have an
Yeah.
AM3 drive.
They don't have the
It
jump
doesn't have
drive,
the-
man.
It doesn't have the AM3 driver the smuggler's did. Trust me.
It doesn't have the
Yeah.
smuggler's den. There's maybe
Also-
some other modifications
like,
that's been done
Also, they're
by
using
Brick.
198.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
we're using 198.
It's converted to 198. What? Sacrilege.
You son
How
of a
dare you?
Should never let
Um,
you take this thing.
Okay.
But yeah, because it has the jump drive. It's a way better smuggler ship. You know, it's just way better for the job.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's the turbo model. Whereas this
Yeah.
this other one isn't. But
It's the
maybe you
turbo
sold it to
model.
them under the guise that it was. No, it's not.
Yeah, they don't know the
Mm.
difference. They're just criminals.
Maybe it's just
It's
like
basically-
overclocked.
They're basically just like Saudi princes. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't know cars. You're just
Just have
trying to
money.
flaunt your wealth. Yeah.
How about the buyers aren't actually native to Hood? Maybe it's one of these groups that are in there that are just they're just whatever they of value as the system crumbles.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
Scalping.
Probably like the,
Yeah.
probably like the son of one of the big guy that is there for like to make
Mm.
money off the dismantle man.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a total
Ooh,
hatchet
yeah.
man. He's just there to like fire
Just-
everybody.
Making a playground out of it, basically.
yeah.
Okay.
Just a big golf course.
Yeah.
Well, and they're just
Parking lot.
okay. I like
Shopping
that.
mall.
Could be some corruption there. Like this is
I
someone
like the
who's,
idea that of this city like in perpetual twilight. I think that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I do
That's
too.
a cool
yeah, this
like
It's-
infinite sunset.
It
Mhm.
enforces the noir at all
Yeah.
times. Yeah.
It's never quite day, never quite night, except
Yeah.
when you have the shadow planet, the
Yeah.
shadow of the planet.
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
could say that's fairly rare when that happens. It doesn't happen that
Sure.
often, but it's not unheard of. It also introduces
Yeah,
that
I-
element that the cyberpunk element that the fringes of society are either on the too hot or on the too cold.
Mm.
So you pick your poison. It's either going to be too hot, too cold.
Another thing where it could be daylight everywhere because I'm sure the planet when the dark side's on the bright side of the planet, like it probably like lights up the dark side of the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with the bounce from the planet.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
really I don't know what that would do, but
So that's probably like maybe like
it sounds pretty and awesome in my head.
Yeah.
there's probably a time. Yeah, you're right. There's probably a time where like we actually got an actual night when like the
Sure.
moon goes against the in the shadow of the planet, but there's probably also a time where we have a day because of
On
the
the night
bounce of
side,
yeah.
That's cool.
on this.
Except
there's
it's
probably-
all like it's all red because the planet's red, or it's all like whatever color the planet is. I don't know.
yeah, but there's
like the
probably like this weird. There's probably like this weird condition that at some point like we have an actual day, and at some point we have an actual night,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and at some point like the light side goes dark and the dark side goes light. Like
We could
What
just
a
say that it-
metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just say that it's slow. It's not a 25-hour cycle. It's not a
Right,
24-hour
right, right.
cycle. It's slow.
it
You get a
lasts a
month.
week. A
Oh,
month.
yeah, a week. Yeah,
months,
like a week,
months, even weeks.
Yeah.
week and a half.
But it's probably like there's probably like a because like now this cold side is probably gonna warm up pretty fast, being in the sun. The warm side is gonna cool down and cause all kind of
Mhm.
fucking break and problems.
Yeah, like super hurricane force winds
Yeah.
and
Ooh, yeah.
It messes
yeah.
with any kind of like capital industry.
Yeah. It's probably like a
been
part
set
of the
up.
reason why like they decided that those enterprise weren't like worth it anymore, since
Yeah.
this byproduct to make the thorium 178
Mhm.
is not
Yeah.
that in demand anymore, and now like it's a huge fucking asshole to
It is.
process it there.
Yeah.
So
Space
That's part
OSHA
of-
wasn't having it.
Space ocean.
Yes, that's right. It's dangerous work,
Social.
made doubly so by the planet itself.
and you're gonna have
Okay.
group that try to revitalize Tok 5
Mhm.
and try to make other like some hipster, right? Trying to gentrify and make other industry, but
Mhm.
most people just want to leave because they see that there's no future.
There's no
That's probably, like, a
future.
huge
Yeah.
part of those mega city that circle like the
Mhm.
the Twilight Zone that are being deserted.
Well, some people just aren't rich enough to get out.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. Now, anything else you'd like to see? In the past, we talked about salvaging. I think Red. Well, Uriah.
Mhm.
What kind of things do you want to see for Red?
Ooh. Well, plenty of shootouts. I mean, I know I'll have plenty of opportunities to pull a trigger, but lots of sort of swashbuckling, just lots of adventure. I think it would be cool to do like a duel,
Mhm.
even if it's not to the death, but just sort of like I envision the Trinity movies, Terrence Hill, where it's the quick draw, but he's like just smacking the guy in the face, like proving how fast he actually is, that sort of thing.
It's cool. I kind of like the idea of like you're programming, say, like every time I walk past at the junkyard, you're like, "Hey, partner, you want to draw down?" I'm like, "I don't have time for this, Red."
Yeah.
It's like, walking
Yeah. I thought about there being like buttons on his chest or something that he presses, or like the kids can press it and he says like catchphrases or stuff, but that'd be too clown
That's
shit.
a little too like pull the string and the thing
Yeah,
turns
yeah.
around and it makes.
Why would you need
Somebody's
to have-
poison the water hole.
Yeah, that's right.
Why would you need to have an Android brain for
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's
your
more
weird
advanced than
tape
that. Like, I'm-
recorder button?
that's- that's a little too animatronic. I think that
Yeah.
it's more
Yeah.
okay.
But I like the guise of simplicity. I like that because that's
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Simple on surface, complex underneath.
Do I like the guise of simplicity? I don't know if I like it. I probably like it.
Okay. Phil, what do you want to see?
I just want to see the horizon, man.
Just get
No,
back
I'm
into it.
good.
Yeah.
Because it's a campaign. It's like you do as long as
You,
I
you.
want to see different things. I
Mhm.
want to see tone change.
Yep.
I want to see
Ooh, that'd be good.
different ideas.
Okay.
Now that I'm Alan's womb father. Is that a
You're the mentor.
Could I be
right?
your womb father?
Yeah, that's how it's called.
Okay.
Do you have to add the word womb?
So what is
That's
the
the
role? Like,
big
are-
twist. You actually like
Yeah.
carrying an artificial womb inside of you.
Yeah. It's like Death Stranding. You just carry the tube.
Yeah.
Well, he could have double crossed someone. Maybe there was a surrogacy involved or something, and he's double crossed, and there still
There
are
is.
people that
The
expect
smuggler's hold was the incubation holding.
It's a smuggler hold. He's a smuggler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, you just fucking smuggle like
Yeah, he smuggled shit.
Yeah.
You smuggled your cock in my mum.
Nope. Okay.
Oh, sorry. That's
So then, and then Max,
yeah.
what are you thinking? What do you want to see that you didn't see so far in the horizon?
Well, we saw a bit of everything in so far in the horizon.
We did. Now, some things that didn't gel well with you. Too rushed. Too many things happening at once.
Not
As
proactive.
long as we get
I think
to,
that's been
yeah.
the
Mhm.
common
Yeah.
thread. We want to
Yeah,
choose what happens.
Exactly. I don't want to be like pushed around all the time. Like, and that also
Yeah.
was the original idea, that we go on a wall, pick some job and stuff like that, and go do that.
Sandbox. Yeah.
That puts that put us in like in the leading role. Like, it's not only like reactive to. So that's what I want to see. I want to be able to decide a bit like what we do next.
Mhm. But at the same time, I want the overarching story, and I want my cake, and I want to eat it too, Crispy.
Yeah, like it can happen.
Can you just
sometime,
figure
like,
that out first, Crispy?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be like consequence to our action or inaction. I guess, right? That's normal.
I'm sure there'll be some GM videos about how to provide the illusion of choice somewhere.
Is there some kind of, I don't know, invisible rails I can put you on?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, make sure you pay attention to the tunic principle.
Oh yeah, of course. Tunic. That's time until next
Important choice.
Impactful. Yeah.
impactful choice.
choice.
Impactful choice.
Yeah. Keep it tight.
Tunic.
Keep it tight. Tight
Yeah.
tunic.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm expecting a tunic every 20 minutes.
Nice.
Every 20?
Okay.
That's it?
Seems
you know me. I love action.
I don't know how they
guy.
do it. I don't know how those guys do it.
Yeah. Dice Tail, send in the Quantum Ogre.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we want
There you go.
quantum ogres. Hold on.
Yeah.
No. All right.
There you go.
So here's a question for you then, Max and Phil and Uriah.
Oh, we need some new AI babe too.
Of course, yeah. We're gonna have to get a
AI
bunch
babes.
of. I'll get a bunch of assets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the idea of just throwing Evelyn away, but
Mm.
Well, she still
she'll still be-
exists.
Yeah, she still exists. She can still be with us. Like, she might not have left yet.
she probably wants to get a ride back to Eberline.
Eberline.
Yeah, she's on. Okay, let's talk a little bit about that because that's an important NPC. So, what is the thing with
The
Evelyn?
only NPC, really.
At the moment? Yeah, because if you think of the other two, they're off gallivanting around the greater universe with a biotech.
We gotta go
alien.
back and pick up Luda again.
Remember? Like there's
session 1.
Yeah. Then there's
All right. So-
okay, Evelyn, send us Luda back.
Yeah.
My
We're
thinking
trading
was-
you out for Luda. We want the
Okay.
redhead.
Yeah,
Evelyn,
she was
when we last saw our character, she wanted out. She was done with this thing. She was tired, and she wanted to go see her father that she just learned was her
Mm.
father.
But she's also madly in love with you. So
she was. She had fallen for Alan in spite of her better judgment and the advice of her friends and family.
Right.
But she had also learned from Alan, or maybe it was from Brick, from one of the two of you.
I
You had
think-
let slip that that old man was actually her
Alan.
father.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was her
Wow.
motivation at the end, was to get back to Eberline to confront the kindly old man that turns out to be her father. So that's where she was. That's where she was going.
Yeah. So either she stick around with us for a while, or she charter a
prefer-
ship, or
you
just
don't
like
just go to Eberline.
Well,
You gotta
Yeah.
wait
there
around
is
months
trade.
for the frickin'
Eberline
gate
does
to
have trade. So
Mm.
because they were trading leatherworks, and they
Yeah.
were trading hard liquors, whiskey. They were going for. There was
I guess
some
this was like
backwater, but it was changing because
Yeah.
the daughter of the lady that died that owned the Gate facility, one of the
Yeah.
nicer space stations
Oh,
around
yeah.
Eberline, they were instrumental in getting that Gate up and functioning again, working properly, and connected to more of the Gate networks around.
Yeah.
And so I
Dibbit
think
was holding back the the gate.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was,
So-
and now no longer. Right, that had
Yeah.
changed,
Yeah.
and so they were. So in my thinking, Evelyn is not present at the onset. She's on her. She's now she may not stay on Everleen, but she's definitely going back to there.
So
Okay.
what do we do with okay, so let's go back to time frame when we start, like, because we
Yep.
didn't quite. So are we after the funeral, before, at the wake? Would Pocky with Frankie would have gone to the funeral?
Oh, 100% he'd be there.
Would he?
Wasn't he involved in the?
In the
Bert's
womb?
side?
The
The
rearing.
woman?
He's the mentor.
Well,
Yeah,
he
we're
was.
not
was
touching the
Alan's
weird
mentor.
genetic stuff.
Yeah.
He
Get away from that.
he taught, according to you,
Mm.
he was a thief mentor to Alan. Kind of showed him some of the
Yes.
tricks of the trade. It's not inconceivable he did the same on the engineering front with Brick.
He wasn't an engineer. He's not an engineer though.
He's
Oh,
not,
like,
no,
no,
but he
He's a
knows how to.
hacker.
He's a
You're right.
hacker. He knows how to make things work.
You probably contributed to Brick's interest in becoming an engineer.
The way I was thinking about my character is that he doesn't like Brick very much.
Oh no?
Yeah.
Okay, blames Brick
Because-
for things going wrong.
Well, because I guess he didn't. I don't know why. Basically,
Because Brick went legit.
He went legit.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe
He went-
there was
yeah.
like a little bit of like he was disappointed because he put some time
Yeah.
into it.
But
Okay.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's probably like
Yeah.
some lost love, right? You might, like, that would still be somebody that would go to the funeral, wouldn't he?
Yeah, unless I'm stubborn and an asshole,
Maybe it's like
Maybe.
he's watching
Which
from
is
afar
possible.
off in the
which I
rain.
kind of want to
Maybe-
be a stubborn asshole. a little
Maybe,
bit.
okay, but that's fine too, because that may be a point of contention too. That I didn't see you at the funeral. We can
Yeah.
start there.
Okay,
Mm.
But do
You
wanna
didn't
start
see
at
me,
the
but
wake?
I was there.
But then we're not starting at the wake. So
we're not.
We're not
We're
starting
starting
at the wake.
afterwards.
I'll go to your scrapyard after.
And
So I
we,
parked
as
somewhere like
yeah,
random.
Yeah.
I
Well-
deal with Brick. We did the wake. It might have took some time.
I would rather my guy not be involved with the funeral or the wake.
Okay.
that makes
Okay.
sense. So now we're
Ma-
timeline
Maybe I
wise-
go. Maybe I go as like a
Why the hell are you
like
doing?
a.
You're
No,
staying with
oh.
me.
No. I'll meet you at the we
You're
because
staying
if we
at
do
the
that,
junkyard, slave.
if we do that, we're just gonna skip the wake, right? We're gonna say
Yes.
like, okay,
Yeah.
like we last quit when the Horizon arrived at
Mhm.
Dock 5, but didn't land yet. So now we're just saying, 3 weeks later, right? I have time
Yeah,
to
gotcha.
go meet Brick's wife. She put together the funeral.
Yep.
I spent time fucking around, resting. We did the funeral. Evelyn left.
So okay. So Max, is it fair to say
Yeah.
then
I agree with that.
that our startup location then is going to be when you've decided, okay, it's time for a new crew, but we're going to need a complete clean
Yeah.
ship ID for the Horizon. Otherwise, every time we show up, as soon as we transmit the data package, when we do that handshake, as soon as we get into a new system, immediately it's going to flag
Mhm.
Horizon problem potentially. Some
Yeah.
I have a couple of little details I'd like to throw out there
Go.
related to what you're saying. So, if the ident issue is the problem, then he can't land in the salvage yard. So maybe you land.
That's what I was
tell you
thinking.
to land in the dark side, and then I go tow
Ooh.
you
Yeah.
after I shut down your
We're-
ident transmission.
Maybe-
or whatever.
okay,
Like
what
I
if
know
we
how to
didn't
shut
have,
that
like,
down.
What if we
Like
don't
it-
like? We probably didn't have this conversation. Like,
We
because
would have had it.
I didn't
when
talk to
we
you
did.
yet.
Well, you would.
Well-
Well, I'm saying like if you want to park your ship.
No, the ship is not parked at the salvage yard when you start.
I was thinking.
I was
that
thinking.
you'd be parked.
Mm.
No, I was thinking I would bring it there when we start. I'll probably like park it somewhere random, right? Like somewhere like, and then like when I didn't see you at the wake, And also, I thought when I wanted to talk to you about those island ship, then I decided to go see you at your shop. That would probably like no.
I guess so. I would rather we had met each other
Yeah,
already.
Oh yeah.
I would
Yeah,
too.
and if anything, you're like staying with me.
I don't know if he
Like
has
almost
to stay
at
with
that
you,
point. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, but you don't have. Obviously, you don't have to do that. But I was thinking like you go to the wake. Maybe I told you I'd be there, but I never show up, and then you come back and bitch about it.
Wasn't there some damage to the Horizon too? Seems to me that there was.
Not massive.
It got hit by a missile or something.
Well, close proximity. It was some of the maneuvering thrusters were damaged.
We lost the coffee machine.
Thruster 3.
The coffee machine, of course.
No, we fixed all the Eberlein stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I don't know if I haven't rewatched.
Yeah. The last one.
Past
But
at New Amsterdam, I stopped rewatching.
You
Okay.
So you don't want to do the you don't want to do the scene where we meet for the first time in years or whatever how long it was.
We could. I think that it's reasonable to skip it because it's where I know we're skipping a lot of like really important scenes, like we're skipping Brick's funeral, we're skipping meeting me, but I feel like I am the
You don't
guy
have to though. Here's an idea for you.
Well, let
Just
me finish
tossing
what
it
I'm
out.
saying real quick.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm the guy that you would call to land your ship.
So I'm going to propose a solution to this. And my proposed solution is we do just a brief session where we have those scenes. So in other words, Max, it doesn't have to be a full session, but just do a session, almost a one-on-one session where you handle Brick's affairs. Or do you want to just skip all of that and we go straight to the next big conflict? My preference would be we start with the next big conflict. But if these little tie-ins before we get really started are important enough, then we can give them the time that they need. The introduction of Red to Frankie.
If you were thinking about season 2 of a show, it makes sense to like start it off as like a day in the life. Okay, what's changed? And then we figure it out as you're going through that day in the life. You see like kind of the new setting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like
I think
you're right that you're probably the guy that I called when I wanted to park my ship.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably told me no. Because the ship is not at your yard, right?
I would have told you to park it somewhere. Well, first of all, I'm not telling you no because my character. I want the Horizon.
Yeah, but you probably told me like go. You probably told me like go park it there, and I'll tow you from there.
And then I'll tell you from there. I'll disable the ident. But because you would probably tell me, unless you're just gonna screw me over, that you have a shit ident that people are looking for.
No, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you like, hey, Frankie.
So then I would tell you the solution.
I'm back with the Horizon. I got some heat on my ass. Can you can you hide me? And then they say, yeah, like I cannot take you at my shop. Go at this place, and I'll go pick you up later.
Yeah. So the question is, would you lie to my character?
No.
About what happened? Potentially to make it like downplay it. I don't know. Maybe
I'll tell you. I'll explain you later. I'll just tell you like I have some heat.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when you're in a day in the life situation, like there have been allegedly some conversations that have taken place since you have landed.
But that's why I didn't want to. That's why I wanted to start when we first meet.
I understand.
There's
drawbacks.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like now. Like we have to kind of like decide that off screen, and there's tension there that can be explored. For me, that's a big juicy morsel that we're.
There's a lot of stuff that could be explored that we are not exploring because of
Yeah.
starting in the middle of.
Yeah, but
But that's
and you know, like
okay.
you know, also like it's probably not gonna drag on because like you see, like Alan is easygoing, and you have your motivation.
Mhm.
So it might be like he's gonna be a bit pissy about it for like about a minute, and then
I guess so. I'd rather skip
like-
it
you rather skip it.
just for the same reason Crispy's saying. Speeds it along. It's like we
Yeah, it
kind
speeds
of
it along, but
know
it's like
we
it's not-
kind
we
of
have
know
to
what
get
it is. We kind of know what
We-
it is already, I think. I don't know.
You do you? I don't.
I don't know.
We feel like we hit the ground running. You know, I'm meeting your character.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to know you.
Yeah.
So I think this like hitting the ground running is gonna be harder, like to establish really the relationship.
Well,
if we started a bit
do
slower,
it in
when,
session 0. I mean, that's
yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, it's not the same than if we role play
it's
it.
not the same. I agree.
That's if you really want to do that, I'll ban, right? If you, but you
If
know,
you
I'm
really don't
making-
want
I'm
to
ma-
do it, I
I-
will do
like
what
I'm
you
making
want.
my argument, right? I'm pleading my case for it, but
Mhm.
you know, I'll
I'm down.
ban.
Dice Tales has an interesting idea. So we kind of have our cake and eat it too, where we have flashbacks in our game.
It's gonna be hard to.
I knew you'd say.
Yeah,
It's the only issue I see with this is that, like, who initiates it?
yeah.
Can
This
we
reminds me
initiate
about
it?
that time, and then someone does this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
for
a
me, that's
Family Guy
very
flashback.
immersion-breaking.
I was thinking Wayne's World, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, for me, that's very like immersion breaking.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
Very abrupt.
and it's not very immersive to kind of like stumble your way through what the hell we know or don't know.
Yeah.
It's not a very immersive thing. It would be good TV, but it's probably not very immersive.
Yeah.
Which means we probably shouldn't do it.
Okay. So
I
where do
mean, then
start?
you're basically just playing by yourself for like probably the first half of the session, almost.
Me?
I guess you call me right away.
No. We start right like we start right when I
At the
arrive to your
junkyard.
shop at the junkyard. That can be the first that can be the first scene. Like I don't mind that we call. I told you like that I don't
Okay.
mind doing. Like I call when I arrive. I say okay, go. You told me go park there,
Mhm.
and we'll deal with that. Like and I told you I have a few things to take care of. That's brick funeral. Maybe I'll explain you that.
Okay.
And then like
And then say
We
bye to
skip-
Evelyn.
we skip the 2 weeks or whatever, and then I show up at your shop.
Oh, I see.
Maybe
So time
not-
skip the
not with the horizon. Yeah.
time
So I'm
skip
okay with that.
to just right after the funeral.
Or a few days later, right? Just like
A few days later.
What is a few
few-
days later? Is that
like
after the
2 days
funeral or is that
later.
before
Yes.
the funeral?
After.
after the funerals.
Because
Like
I
I'm
do
done.
want
I'm done with the
to-
brick business. I say
do-
goodbye to Evelyn. What? No, good.
I do want to have the conflict of you questioning why I didn't go to the wake.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of important for my character.
But I'll do that in person, right? That's when I arrive at the shop. You know, I told you when I called to say I
okay.
need a place to ride the ship. You told me, okay,
Mm.
go ride the ship there. And then I tell you have a few
So
things.
you've
brick
been
there.
parked somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been parked somewhere that you indicated me.
hmm
I'm okay with skipping this phone call, right? This call.
hmm
But the
Okay.
first time we see face to face, for me, that's important too.
That's
that
what
we
we're
roleplay
starting.
it.
All right.
And I think that's a good compromise where like everybody can be there, right?
How
Can you-
long, Uriah? Sorry, just quick question. I want to bring Uriah back into this.
Mhm.
How long have you and Frankie? How long have you been in Frankie's junkyard operation?
Possession.
Yeah, possession. I'm cool with like a span of like a couple of weeks to upwards of a month maybe. It's like I'm starting to learn the ropes of what life is like in a junkyard.
I like that. I agree with that. Let's do a month.
All right.
Hey,
month it
thanks, DM
Thank you,
Blackwell.
Blackwell. Yeah, I'm always interested to talk. If you have a specific subject, you can always
Okay.
reach out.
So a couple months. In that couple months, Uriah and Frankie, anything of particular interest that you want to discuss now, or you just want to draw on it as a undefined something that can be brought in?
Well, I like the idea that Phil brought up of like the first time you tried to tinker with my brain
Mhm.
and like maybe like
Oh.
a counter measure,
I think that'd be a
Um,
really fun scene to play too, though.
Mhm.
like a firewall sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I think that it's been a struggle for me the whole time up until this first session, and then I tried something, and then
Maybe that's why
you
it's
go
or,
death bot on me or whatever it is.
sure. Yeah. I maybe I feel like you would be smart enough to. I feel like Frankie would be smart enough to take proper precautions to prevent. Because like if I get a gun in my hand, it's kind of the assumption that I'm probably gonna, if there's a countermeasure taken, like a fail safe, and I just start blasting, like I feel like that could go bad. So maybe you've done something to either like disable a certain, like take off my hands or something.
Figured out.
I have a question for you, Araya.
Mhm.
Did you kill someone before?
Ooh.
Something living?
Yeah.
You don't have, he doesn't have to know that. Though.
Yeah. I don't know. I've thought about it. I mean,
No.
It
Nobody has
would-
to know that. Nobody has to know that. Like
He's
and
asking
don't-
you as
Sure.
a real person.
Okay.
This is something Max always asks everyone he meets.
Yeah.
Just wants to know if he killed a man.
No, I'm not asking the character. I'm asking you, Araya. Have you killed someone before?
It's like conversation.
Do you know what it's like to see a man's life leave his eyes?
I think it's essential if you want to be a good role player.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
What are you, some liberal?
Yeah.
You respect life? What is wrong with you?
You've never unloaded a magazine into a man's back because he knocked on your door before?
I think those are the kind of question. Like if I had
That's
such a character, I think those are the kind of question that's interesting, right? Because you did
Sure.
like you're a good shooter because you're doing like this demonstration shooting, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, did you shoot something alive and kill
I
it?
think that
right?
should be something that you answer to yourself.
For yourself. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
I don't
The other
want
thing is like, how old are you? Yeah, we don't need like we shouldn't know, right? It's just like question like and I don't know if you thought about those. Like, how old are you? Are you like a fairly recent construction that you don't have much history?
What if he's
Like you've
really
been basically
old?
adult or
Yeah.
adult all your life, right? And yeah, or maybe that's the other way. Very old, right?
Like I'm thinking
Maybe I'm a collector's item.
Well, yeah, maybe you're really old. Like the
Yeah.
science that made you is kind of lost.
Interesting. There's like a golden age.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think those are interesting questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what as an android, what is your morality?
And where does it come from, right? Like
A lot of good
Right.
questions.
Yeah.
how do you deal with the fact of not being a real person in a sense, right? Your sense of self identity.
They were never really interacted with, but there was a one of our sessions where a human population was harboring synthetics, but those synthetics had embraced a religious dogma. Like they had become very spiritual. As almost a compensation for their, like, do we have souls and we have consciousness now? And
we just avoided them.
We just avoided them altogether.
I recall.
I don't remember that at all.
No, it was in the the first session with Eli.
Actually,
I think yes,
it was on the planet where you had that gunfight in another scrapyard. It was there.
So the second session with Eli, I guess.
It might have been.
But they were on the station. Like Evelyn went to see them, and they were all weird, all the same height, Oh, like
oh yeah.
yeah.
I remember that now.
It's funny.
And then like Alan would just like wonder like, are they taller than me? And then when she said no, I said, oh, it's okay. Then.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I am recalling, I think it was a no prep challenge that y'all did where it was the character had been murdered and he was trying to solve his own murder. Was that a Horizon game?
Yep, that was a
Okay,
Horizon game,
okay.
but it wasn't. It was just a
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it was a no prep,
challenge,
but
with
yeah, it was
Phil
kind
and
of
I.
built in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about that. I'm like, if there's, if he somehow finds out about like consciousness shifting and if there's a way he could.
alien like bacteria or something. It was weird. I forget like what the
With the
some kind of
cloning thing?
They were using an alien kind of germ to
Yeah.
advance their cloning.
they're trying to like super serum.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Shit.
Because that's the thing that has been established too. Like there's alien kind of bullshit going on that
Yes.
Yeah, it was
the
established
major
in the
population,
campaign.
major population doesn't know about. Big corporation, it kind of try to keep it on the hush hush to keep their edge.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of them, right? That with the pay ID was about that as well.
Mhm.
Although I forgot what the conclusion
like
was.
it.
There was such a big shootout and we killed the people. And
I just remember
we never
killing
figured.
them.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Horizon campaign had alien.
Yes.
That was the end of Eli.
He went out with the alien.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I'm literally just about to get to that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Awesome. Okay. So just to recap, I'm not going to go through everything. The next session, we're starting at Frankie's junkyard with Alan and Frankie face to face for the first time in years.
Yeah, like basically when I knock at the door or whatever.
Yes. We're also starting at Frankie's junkyard where Red has just had something else. Like Frankie has just made some kind of breakthrough when it comes to the programming. Is that what you had said?
No, I want to the next time I try
Oh, okay.
to be based on the role. I think you based on the
Sure.
role.
Yeah.
Based on the role.
That's fair.
Okay.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah. But I think that I'm close. I think I'm close to figuring something out.
Okay.
And I'll leave Uriah's response up to Uriah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're getting close. You're tinkering with stuff that's super advanced or super old, depending.
Yeah. Like I'm aware this isn't a Chuck E. Cheese robot.
This is
Right.
not a Chuck E. Cheese robot. This is something that's like orders of magnitude more sophisticated than that.
Yeah.
Which may be a kind of an unanswered question, Uriah, is that this isn't like for someone to be involved in a Wild West attraction, but to be this sophisticated android that's self-aware. There's like, why would you have something so complex as part of just a shoot 'em up Wild West throwback? Like, couldn't you do all that in virtual? Why is this? Because I'm picturing, virtual realities should be so advanced that you really you wouldn't need it. But yet it exists. There's something else.
Yeah. Like the difference between Total Recall and Westworld.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that'll be interesting. So there's
people like Meat Space, man.
Yeah. Like that's something also we discussed, right? At some point, like when we were discussing in the world setting with the technology, I say like, yeah, we probably had like there's probably this craze of like everything AI, everything machine, everything virtual, and then people just moved away. It's kind of seems tacky now with technology to say, you know what, we want to be with people. So it's kind of like a
blend of the two. Like they want to piggyback on what actual people are doing.
I'm practically at that point in my life right now already.
Yeah.
And this So
And it's
you're
barely been a year, 2 years since AI started.
so, and Uriah, you're this now defunct Wild West attraction or under new management or something that may be a little hazy at first. That's not a fixed location. That was, we decided that's like a mega ship or something, or a,
Yeah, kind of like
Carnival.
a roaming,
yeah.
like a traveling gimmick deal.
In
Traveling
order
attraction.
to stay, perhaps there's some legalities with it,
Mhm.
with the entertainment. So by
Sure.
keeping it mobile, they can
With the
keep it
Android.
outside of any particular
Yeah,
jurisdiction.
I also like to note that I have a treasure sense inclination. So maybe I know Uriah's like after I've seen it, like I know.
Well, the
there's
first
some
time you
real
open the
value
hood, I
here.
would say, like,
Yeah.
right away, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa,
this is
baby.
not.
Yeah.
This isn't your standard type.
Will you highlight Richard Grizella's first comment there?
First one right here. This
Or
one.
no, second one.
Second one. This one.
I think that this is a good thing to point out about Uriah's characters because they made him to be a killer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Or at least that's something we bandied around. It's up to
Yeah,
Uriah, of
yeah.
course.
I really
And,
like that. Yeah.
Unknown to us. So like it's kind of an interesting thing. Maybe we do in our universe have the 3 laws
Of
of
robotics.
robotics.
Yeah.
But
That-
like
that's
he
probably
is
like
a black operation. Like that's part of the black
But they-
operation of it.
They probably like retrofitted those laws in the
Yeah.
same chip that does the force him into the Western mindset.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like taking
Ooh.
away one, kind of fuck with the other.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or like maybe there's like some circumventing that happens where his programming doesn't recognize enemies as people or something along those lines.
They did something so that he can kill people because
Mm.
that's like his engineered purpose, or at least in that version that we
Yeah.
discussed. Do you like the idea of using the Asimov's laws?
No.
Okay, we won't.
My thinking on it is this: instead of having it be the 3 laws of robotics plus the 0th law or whatever, my preference would be there's a prohibition against, we'll call it humanized war drones, or like, so in other words, it's widely accepted as taboo to create a killer that's a synthetic that looks like a person.
Yeah.
So so you can have war drones. They'll look like spiders or scorpions, or they'll look like whatever. They could look like a nautilus and run on anti-grav, and they look like a shellfish. And but they don't, like, perhaps there's just on general convention, bots or synthetics that are weaponized do not look like
probably like a
red
law
does.
it's probably like a law in the core system,
Yes.
and it's not in the outer system, but like nobody cares because they cannot produce them anyway.
That's right. That's what I'm thinking.
They're
Like
not
the
going
outer
to buy
system,
military technology, as
which
much.
means that we can still leave open, Uriah, this idea that you were created under some black ops in a system that had the technology or had it in the past, currently has it or whatnot.
with a mission in mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Or when those law pass, now like they have to get rid of this hardware, so they fund government program.
Ooh.
Some kind of investor.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
So
I'll
that-
buy them
Right.
for a
That kind of goes back to the whole golden age idea. So if
It
these
does.
guys, maybe there was a war or
And
something,
these are
and
they're supposed to be
a byproduct of that war is this law, and he's like pre-war. or
Yeah.
like-
that. I like that a lot. So all of those models were supposed to be destroyed,
yeah.
but
That's
red
another reason
exists.
that he's been funded.
or maybe like retrofitting them for entertainment
Yeah.
has been seen as an acceptable option with some corruption on the side, right? Some like businessman that was like
yeah, because he is a robot, and
Yeah.
he was clearly a robot when he was working as entertainment. So
Mhm.
that's a good point.
and they're probably like still producing those kind of entertaining robot
Yeah.
Mhm.
that are
That's interesting.
non-militarized.
And they're
Mm,
supposed
kinda
to,
breaks it,
because they're
actually, what you're saying.
non-militarized, they're supposed to have those prohibitions, the IFF, some kind of IFF system where they will refuse violence against a human, like they can recognize humans, but he doesn't have it.
And it kind of works because red, RED. My initial thought is it means reenactment entertainment droid, but that could be like the cover name for like something engagement droid, like registered engagement droid or like reactive.
Reconnaissance, since you're like
Yeah.
Reconnaissance and engagement droid.
Ooh, I like that.
Or more of an assassin, an elimination, or
Yeah.
so
Reconnaissance
really
and
evil.
That's good.
Yeah.
really evil droid.
Really evil dude.
Oh shit! It means really evil.
So I like that. I like that more than a strict 3, laws of robotics type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put the other comments there on screen while we're at it.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Am I reading that, or somebody else going to read it?
As a world universe, what is the rule of law? Might makes right. Human laws and order. Alien court. What is respected by galactic powers? Is a story thread. Of course it is.
I think that varies a lot from system to system.
Yes. There's no overarching government.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some kind of like a association in the core system, but Tuk 5 is on the other rim, so it doesn't reach really. It's on the frontier.
No, it's outer rim.
No. It's outer rim?
It goes inner, outer frontier.
Yeah, you're right.
Or is it core, inner, outer frontier?
Core, inner, outer frontier. So yeah, you're right.
Is it 4 layers?
Is it 4 or 3? But we're not on the frontier. You're right. We're like, but we're not in the core either. So it's probably like kind of like semi might make right, I guess.
I like the idea of 4 layers. If that wasn't what it was, we should just.
Yeah.
I'd have to rewatch.
Fits the theme.
The first session 0, I think we established.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 dimensions, if you will.
4 dimensions.
Touche.
All the D's represented.
Anything else that you want to highlight here?
Can I just because I didn't quite get it. So Max.
Yeah.
Alan. Yeah. Has landed his ship.
Well, okay. When I arrived.
Yeah.
The first thing I did after like saying okay, like talking with Evelyn, said that this is where I grew up. I called you because you're my contact. Okay. I told you the horizon, like, hey, it's Alan. I'm back. The horizon, I got some heat on it. Can I go park at your yard? Something like that. You said, if you got some heat, no, but go park there.
What if all I did was send you coordinates? Like I didn't even want to talk to you.
Because you could do it kind of like
it's too hot.
Yeah,
I'm that.
You could do like
a paranoid guy.
So kind of like what y'all did with.
So maybe I just texted you, and then you said, and just send me coordinates. I lent you like a lengthy message saying like, I'm back. I'm with the horizon. I got some heat. I need a place to land.
Using smuggler code, kind of a degrading crypt.
Like in the background noise,
encryption on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe the same code that Eli was using, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of sparked out.
Talking to
but whatever. I sent you a short message with coordinates.
Yeah. So in that message, okay, that works. In that message, I did tell you that the brick was dead.
Okay.
And yeah, you just reply with coordinates. So I went to park there. It's like some kind of like hidden spot that you have somehow.
It's like a shielded. Maybe it's like a shielded,
like a cavern, like a cliff face or something.
Could be like a cavern on the dark side or something.
Or an old warehouse the collapsed roofs or some shit like that.
I don't know if you have the shuttle. Don't you have a shuttle now?
I don't think we got one.
There's I don't know either.
You wanted one, but I don't think we ever got one.
But that's okay, because you could, if you directed him, you just send him
Yeah, I
coordinates.
could have sent him.
Let's say it's an
Uber or something.
abandoned mining facility or something like that, something big enough where the ship can hide. You could also just dispatch a robot taxi, like just a little flyer to pick them up. There's no,
a van,
and that could
because
be just like you've hacked into it, so there's not going to be any flight record of it, or that sort of thing. And then
Also, Alan is not incapable. He has communications he can do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So he
exactly.
gets he takes care of the business with Brick and Brick's family.
Yeah.
In fact, that's probably what happened. I probably
you're able to tow the ship, or you leave it there where it's hidden. But
It's
his home world. He knows how to get around.
Yeah. So that's what happened. So then 2 weeks later, during that time, like I said, like we did the Brick funeral, you didn't show up, and now I go knock on your door.
Maybe you sent me a reminder and I left you on red.
Yeah. Probably.
No pun intended.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And we've already established that one of the first conflicts, which I appreciate the feedback, Max and others, that you're going to choose.
You appreciate my feedback?
Because I do have a tendency, returning viewers know this, I do have a tendency to have explosions and things happening like right away. So I'm not going to do that. But we've already determined that there's a conflict already, which is Frankie knows that he knows of some tech that's really essential. If you want to have a clean slate with the Horizon, it's going to need to swap out this, we'll say it's some kind of atomically etched sapphire, a key very, very, almost impossible to duplicate without incredible, let's say, I don't know. No, let's just say it's a fairly unique thing. So we're going to swap that out. You know where one is potentially, but you don't have it. Need a crew to go get it.
Yeah. It's a good thing I know the best.
The MacGuffin. So
it's a good thing I know the best damn thing. I'll think about the line.
Darn tootin'.
Good thing I know Alan. So basically what I'm going to say.
And then from there, I'll react to what you decide. You're off to do next.
It's just a lot of this. Just a lot of
Cool.
My ships.
But yeah, I think I'm satisfied with that. I think that's a good premise. I like what we discussed here. A lot of interesting direction, interesting connection with the characters, and potential arc they can face. Yeah,
agreed. I'm looking forward to having more people on the Horizon as well.
Yep.
Because then we'll be able to do more ship actions. I'm curious to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
We need more systems to do more ship actions.
Well, we need to, but that's also like if we have that's why I like the drone idea.
Yeah. That's another reason.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. That's 2 hours in. I think that's a good length. And I think I've got enough here that we can absolutely get started.
Next week?
Next week. Let's do it. How does that work for you, Uriah? Is that okay?
That is perfect. That will work perfectly.
Right on.
All right.
Okay.
Great.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. Those that watched us live and comments, thank you for your comments. And those that will watch this on the replay, but the real action begins next week.
Oh, baby. God bless.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
End it there.